Hello guys, Scoutark here, and today we are going to deduce, or at least I'm going to show you guys something rather interesting when it comes to our candidates for the one you should not have killed. Because given a thumbnail, you might be saying I'm going to be saying the one you should not have killed is Andrew. Well, if you're assuming that from the thumbnail, you're wrong. I'm a Cassidy, he's the one you should not be killed believer. I got my good reasons. But also, like, the top three candidates we have for it, Kelsey, Andrew, and Bite Victim, none of them are actually as perfect as Kelsey. Did I say Kelsey the one you should have killed was the thumbnail? I think I did. But anyway, I will show you guys something rather interesting when we try it. Now, I got an example over here, like with the names. Like, Kelsey, her name appears in the logbook, her name appears in Civilized, but it doesn't in fights, games, tales, or movies. Andrew! Name does not appear in logbook. Does not appear in Civilized, at least I don't think it does. I don't remember seeing an Andrew. Frights? That's where he gets introduced. Games, no mention. It's kind of arguable about the whole fetch thing because I don't remember seeing any gameplays I've seen of it. And I've seen multiple gameplays of it. Tales, no mention of him as far as I can tell. Movies, no mention. Charlie, introduced in Civilized, but doesn't get her name appearing in logbook. Frights, no name mention. Games, no name mention. Interested are these. You can see where it gets interesting. Tales, no mentions. Movie, one mention as Henry's daughter. But yeah, you can see why. This is how it's going to go. We got green for saying that it does happen, and red for not. So without further ado, let's see what we got here. Perfect crime child. Our categories are killed by William Afton because they are the one they should not have been killed. Bite victim was not killed by William Afton. Blonde hair. Now, his bite had brown hair. And that's about the only thing we see of him. Don't think we get a descriptor of him in any books as far as I'm aware, so... Doesn't line up. Golden Freddy. Now, Golden Freddy has a big major role in Ultimate Custom a lot of times. From his Easter egg, that's... You had his egg with the death coin. And to his 50-20 ending, where he's fading up into the distance, stuttering. Now, Bite Victim had a Fredbear plush, so that's a connection. So, lines up. Bite Victim is a male. Lines up. So yeah, you can see where that's going. Andrew! I mean, we're assuming the guy he's talked about earlier on is William Afton. Assuming that is. Blonde hair. Andrew does not have blonde hair. Now, this is arguable because the new kid, where this comes in to play at some point, the new kid, and Kelsey appears as a projection, and the kid inside the Golden Freddy 2 is a black hair, which Andrew and Cassidy have in their singular mentions. Golden Freddy connection? None. As far as we were, Andrew is not really connected to any animatronic. He has an alligator mask, but we don't got Monty in Ultimate Custom Night, which there's a whole thing you could do to explain that away. But for now, animatronic connection, there is none. Male. Andrew is a male. It's okay, he ticks up 2 boxes like Bite Victim. Now you can see how that's working, right? So these two are so far on par with each other when it comes to Yukla-ness. Now we're on to Cassidy. And we're doing the big 3 first. Cassidy was killed by William Afton. Cassie is not a blonde. Cassie has Golden Freddy connection. Cassidy, and the only mention is a girl. So okay, we're right now still 2 for 4 of all our top 3 candidates. Going up, Bronwyn. She was not killed by William Afton. Blonde hair. Do we have to get a descriptor for Bronwyn? I don't know. I've got to relook through the a week before to see. Cause all my attempts so far, I have not found the Bronwyn route, the route where we find Bronwyn. Golden Friend connection? Yes. Male. She is not. So Bronwyn is pretty much down from the possibilities here compared to our big three here. Dave Murray, killed by William Afton. Theorized, but we got no evidence for it. I don't really see why William would kill him, so pretty early on in the timeline. But I do believe William was behind the full fast fire, but that would be Fiona's death, not Dave's. Blonde hair? No, I don't think Dave had blonde hair when we look at that photo. Golden Friend connection? None. Male? Yes. Same case with Bronwyn. One check mark? Definitely not our best. So far, our top three are still the 50-50s. Ralph. Killed by William Afton? Nope. He was killed by Golden Freddy with a brain overload. Blonde hair? I don't know. In fact, give me one. Okay. So I got a new block in for unsure, which is yellow. Okay. So next on our list for him is Golden Freddy connection. He was killed by Golden Freddy, so that's a Golden Freddy connection a bit. So there is a very loose connection. And our final one, male. He is a male. So okay, seems like Ralph is our next best possible compared to what I'm going to get to. Wait a minute, I forgot to put Kelsey on here. I'll add mine as soon as we get done with Susie. Susie, killed by William Afton. Susie is a confirmed blonde. Why was I screwing? Maybe phone lines up. Going to Freddy connection? Well, it's not unsure because we know she's not Golden Freddy due to the week before. But she kind of does have a connection, so I should probably reword that at some point. Male? She is not. Cassidy meets the same fate as our earlier guys. Our top two contenders, Cassidy, Andrew, and Bite Victim, with a 50% matching all criteria we were given. And if you're wondering about the face picture thing, well, that's kind of why we got blonde hair and male. That's why I got blonde hair and male, because the picture in the event indoors. So if you're going to bring that in, then we already got that covered. Charlotte, or at least Henry's daughter, because this is why I made this over here. As we don't got her name in the games, much like we don't got Cassidy's or Andrew's. I can't say the names record, but you get the point. We don't get Cassidy or Andrews in the game. We don't get Charlie in the game. So we should not be acting like it's a confirmed fact at this point when it's still a speculation at best. It's just a likely scenario. And again, Andrew is kind of debatable when it comes to games because of Fett. Say because of Into It. Because some people say they hear Andrew in the game. I never heard the names in the game. Name of Into the Pit. That's what they refer to a lot. So it's a definite no on that one still. But yeah, back to this. Killed by William Afton? No, she was not killed by William. No, why am I? No. She was killed by William Afton. Sorry, my mind's jumbled up here. Blonde hair. Going by the sprite, her hair seemed kind of dark, so no, she was not a blonde. And a lot of people might say sprite inconsistency, which would be Bite Victim, the whole thing that we see of him. It might not even be brown hair. I should probably, like, when I try to think of the counter arguments used for some of these stuff, might be, it just gets messy. Go to Freddy connection. I should probably get. Let's use this for a does it count kind of block because. Well, actually, it does say because like we specified it has to be Henry's daughter and Henry's daughter presents the puppet. So no, she's not connected to Golden Freddy. And last but not least, male. She is not a male. Well, she was a male for a moment from the Save Him minigame. Now I need to set up the last guy quickly. Kelsey. Now remember guys, I said I'm a Cassidy the one you should not be killed believer. So the thumbnail is based off of this alone because our most perfect candidate for the one you should not have killed is Kelsey. Or Kelsey when not murdered by William Afton, maybe. But Kelsey is a blonde. Kelsey has a Golden Freddy connection. Kelsey is male. Look at that. Look at that. Kelsey, so far, is mostly green in this scale. So, the one you should not have killed candidate is Kelsey, who gets eliminated, though, by being a projection of Golden Freddy. Now, you might be wondering, if I'm not trying to preach Kelsey, the one you should not have killed, why am I doing this video? If it shows Kelsey is our best candidate. Well, it's kind of like when people act like our perfect candidates are just these three. I mean, they're not the perfect candidates because they only meet half the criteria given. In fact, it kind of depends on what criteria you value most. That's one you have to, and one of the biggest arguments is the one you should not have killed has to be a male. That's what people value a lot in the theory. Some people value Golden Freddy as being a primary thing. Now, the only one who gets this criteria both is Bite Victim. So if you value these two pieces of evidence, then you're golden, like Golden Freddy. But if you value killed by William Afton, Bite Victim fails in that section. Andrew, if you value William Afton, and he makes it. Golden male, he makes it. Golden Freddy, he does not make it. Cassidy, killed by William Afton, makes it. Blonde hair, doesn't make it. Golden Freddy, makes it. But has to be a male, doesn't make it. And these are like our top 3 candidates here. But our most perfect candidate is seemingly Kelsey for some reason. Again, I do not believe Kelsey the one you should not have killed, but the evidence clearly points to it mostly. And that none of our candidates are actually perfect 100. Like, Bike Victim is a 50. Sorry, not using a move like this. Andrew is a 50. Cassidy is a 50. Bronwyn is like a 1/4. Ralph is a 50. Susie is a 50 for some reason, and she possesses Chica, as we know. So why she's up there? Well, it's to like set standards. Because like when we got characters with confirmed brown hair, she makes a cut. Surprisingly, she also makes one of our perfect candidates, just as likely as Cassidy, Andrew, or Bite Victim. Charlotte only nails 1 criteria. Kelsey strikes 3 criteria in comparison to our others. And this is not knowing Rose or Bronwyn's hair color, by the way. So they might be as like the others. So at this point, whoever the one you think William should not have killed, kinda depends on what evidence you value most. Method of killing is optional because I don't really see the reason why the vengeful spirit needs to be killed in a specific way to be more vengeful than the others. I really don't. Narratively, it does give you a better reasoning to suggest them, but it's not a necessary thing for them. Because they're already killed by William. Does William need to get any worse than that? I mean, every other children is vengeful that William killed. That's something to really gnaw on there. Well, that was it for this video. Our best candidate is Kelsey. I believe Cassie's the one you should have killed. Our top 3 candidates, who are actually dead children, unlike Kelsey, only makes 50% marks. No one is perfect when it comes to the one you should have killed. That's my ending statement for this video. Hope you guys do enjoy this theory. If you'd like to see more of this, well, you probably heard this speaking before, and I'm not going to waste your time doing it. I'm not sure why I'm doing it. Maybe I just want a satisfying ending? Who knows?